Hey everybody, this video is going to be a little different. I just want to take a break from the norm and remind all of you to live every day like it's your last day and to never take life for granted. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist or a doomsdayer, or I don't live always worrying about what ifs. Worrying about what ifs all the time is just no way to live. Then you never actually have time for living. But a couple of viewers had a pretty bad week, and I just wanted to share it with you a little bit. Hopefully to give you all a little kick in the butt, and to go out there and make sure you remind people that are close to you, your family and loved ones, how much they mean to you, how much you appreciate them, and that you do love them. The gentleman who was going to buy my motorhome when I was considering selling it for the new project, well, he was supposed to call me a certain morning, and he didn't call me, and that's I found strange, because he was very good with keeping in contact with me every single day, and I've been talking to him for months actually on YouTube and Facebook for other things. But the reason he didn't call me is he went to visit his mother, and he found her passed away. She died peacefully, but it was a little bit of a shocker, as you can imagine. Now, I can relate to this. I'm going to tell you guys something. A couple of years ago, my grandmother was very, very ill, and we knew the time was coming. She's in her 90s. And I was at work one evening, and I got the phone call from my mother. My mother was at her bedside with the family doctor and other family members. And she said, "Justin, it's time. Come up here right now." So I was freaking out a little bit because I was at work, and I was the only person at the store, and I didn't have the authority to just close up. I called the district manager. District manager said, "Justin, put a sign up on the door. Do what you got to do. Go." So I was in the middle of a transaction with a couple of customers. I said, "Okay, I'll finish this transaction. I'll lock the door, and I'll go see my grandma." It only took 2 to 3 minutes to finish that transaction, lock the door, and get in my van and start driving. I got to my grandmother's house, and it was too late. She passed away literally a few minutes before I got there. Now, as horrible as I feel to this day that I wasn't at her side when she passed, it really upsets me. But I know that she knew that I loved her, because I would tell her so every time I saw her or talked to her on the phone, which was quite often, especially in recent years. I would try to go up and have dinner with her a few times a month, and I talked to her a lot on the phone. But a lot of people out there forget to do that until it's too late. So don't do that. You don't want to live with that the rest of your life. Make sure you tell your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather, and anyone else close in your life that you love them. And life is precious, and it can be gone in an instant, just like that. So I relate 100% to what he's going through right now. Now, that being said, I just got an email from the wonderful woman who just bought my ambulance from a few videos back. I've been getting all sorts of great emails from her about how excited she is about the new vehicle, and she loves it. The email I got from her yesterday morning was a little different, though. I'm going to read it to you guys, so bear with me, okay? "Hey Justin, I got a horrible call this morning. My son, 27, is fine, but he rolled his truck 5 times at 70 miles per hour after falling asleep at the wheel. He and his utility trailer full of all his possessions hit the road to Arizona to chase his dream of traveling and prospecting. On his way back, heading north in Nevada, about 5 to 5:30 this morning, the dirt curb startled him, and he overcorrected, etc. Eventually, shooting off the road to the right over a 10-foot ravine, landing on the front driver's tire, causing him to flip, then roll 5 times landing upside down. He broke his driver's window with his head at some point and escaped through it. A 12 by 8 inches hole was the largest opening. He said when he got out, he walked in circles to his knees, kind of like when you put your forehead on a baseball bat and make circles, then try to walk and you can't. That effect is exactly the same when your vehicle is flipping and rolling. He said the first flip was slow motion. While in the air, he could see the hit coming and thought his life would end. And then added the third and fourth roll were wicked fast, like he was in a vortex of spinning hell. He climbed to the roadside and a car eventually came by from the opposite direction. It was still dark. They pulled over the car and called 911 and stayed there with his flashers on. Josh's utility trailer with lid was upside down and still on the road. He flipped it, got it off the road and started gathering all the stuff on the highway, piling it up by the trailer. Then heard screaming. Oh shit, oh no, shit, no, oh. The guy in the car. Josh looked up and 30 feet directly in front of him was a 40-foot container hauling semi who was driving wide around the emergency lit car at 70 miles per hour, causing Josh to jump for his life back down the ravine. The semi hit all his stuff and trailer head on, shattering everything. The trailer was unrecognizable, not one piece of anything was left. It took the semi 100 yards to stop. Unbelievably, no broken bones, but one hell of a deformed head from the window hit with, of course, a lot of pain. After being released from the hospital, he headed to the police station to get the items they retrieved. His phone, the tow location had a bunch of stuff, all his blankets, towels, pillows, anything of cloth was soaked in fuel, oil, food, and water. Anything of metal was bent, shredded, or torn into pieces. Plastic, not a chance. His safe was in the truck, a passenger side floorboard, but was blown open and the contents were missing. He had 3 guns with him, 2 survived and 1 was bent. I'm afraid his main pains won't hit till tomorrow. 24 hours after, whiplash, etc. His insurance got him a van. He lost 95% of everything, the other 5% is damaged. He just got rid of everything to be free of stuff, and these things with him were the most important to him and for work and prospecting, and now it's all gone. He's in good spirits, for now. It still hasn't really set in. I was on the phone with him when he went back to the scene. A bit of disbelief and shock that he's still alive and remain conscious and is walking. I love my son dearly. I was the only one that encouraged him to go for his travel prospecting dream. Everyone else tried to squash him to fit back into society form, but he prevailed and went for it. In this respect, he's more like me, and I'm so proud that he did it. I don't know what I would do if I lost him. Jeez. Please, can you put out on your channel for everyone who has made their home of motion on wheels to be safe all the time? Get enough sleep, not just some sleep, get enough sleep, and to have whoever is helping to join you on your side of the road. I mean, really, what are the chances that there would essentially be 2 wrecks, both almost killing him? I know there is so much more safety stuff to be said, but I can't get past these 2 right now. Could you please just do a little be safe on the road video? I'm so grateful to still have my son. He will have some challenges ahead, but I hope his dream to be free isn't one of them. He'll be home in a few days. I can hardly wait to hug him. The reality is just setting in and my tears are flowing. Lisa. Guys, I think I don't think I need to do a separate video. I think just reading that email, which she said I could do, is going to have the effect that she's looking for. And I agree. Be safe out there, whether your home is on wheels or not. All right? I've had some close friends lose everything they own, including lives of pets and almost the lives of a child in one situation with a house that burnt down. So no matter where you're living, be safe. And if you're living in a vehicle on the road or in a boat, on the ocean or on a lake, you have to take extra precautions, obviously. Remember, life isn't just precious for you, but what about everyone else around you too? Remember how it would affect all your friends and family if something were to happen to you. Just like if something happened to them, how would it affect you? I think that we all just need to step back and remember how short life is, how it can be taken from us in a flash, and to never take a single day for granted, and to tell everyone in your life that you care about how much that you care about them and that you love them. So can you all do that for me? You know, like today. Do it yesterday. Tell your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather, your children, and your pets that you love them. Keep on rocking in the free world, everyone.